Ah, the royalty is particularly strong today, isn't it? Welcome to the Sussexes Chronicles channel. Today we delve into the stirring success of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's recent tour in Nigeria, a venture that not only captured hearts but also headlines around the globe. As Harry and Meghan journeyed through the vibrant landscapes of Nigeria, they were greeted with open arms and jubilant smiles, a testament to their growing appeal and the positive impact they continue to forge on the international stage. The local reception was nothing short of spectacular. From the bustling markets of Lagos to the historic sites of Abuja, the Sussexes were embraced by crowds of enthusiastic supporters. Their presence was a beacon of hope and excitement, sparking conversations and admiration from all who had the pleasure of their company. During their tour, Harry and Meghan engaged in several significant projects, each aligned with their humanitarian goals and commitment to global betterment. They visited schools to promote education for girls, participated in discussions on environmental conservation, and supported local entrepreneurs by highlighting innovative projects and sustainable practices that are making a real difference in communities. The international observers too took note, lauding the Sussexes for their hands-on approach and genuine engagement. Their tour was not just a visit, it was a powerful exchange of ideas and a strengthening of bonds between nations. With such a warm welcome and impactful projects, it's no wonder there's a buzz. But not everyone is thrilled. Now, let's spill some royal beans. How did the other royals react, you ask? Well, if the walls of Windsor could talk, they'd likely tell tales of disbelief and disquiet. It appears that the successful Nigerian tour by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex has left a sour taste in the mouths of some within the royal establishment. Sources close to the family suggest there's a palpable sense of unease, perhaps even what one might call trauma, as they witness Harry and Meghan charting such a successful path independently. Why this reaction? For starters, the Sussexes' approach to their duties, particularly on tours, diverges sharply from traditional royal methods. Where other members of the royal family might tread cautiously, adhering strictly to prescribed roles and often conservative outreach methods, Harry and Meghan have embraced a more dynamic, personable approach. They engage deeply with local communities, focus on substantive issues rather than mere ceremonial appearances, and crucially, they do so with a genuine warmth that resonates with the public. This contrast became particularly stark in the wake of previous tours undertaken by other royals, which, despite their best intentions, sometimes missed the mark. Remember the so-called Caribbean Flop Tour of 2022? It highlighted how stiff and outdated some royal protocols can seem in today's vibrant, culturally diverse world. The Sussexes, free from the constraints of official royal duties, have leveraged their independence to redefine what a royal tour can look like, focusing on impact rather than just image. Moreover, the success of the Sussexes abroad underscores a potential shift in how royal duties are perceived and executed. They've demonstrated that royal influence can extend beyond mere statecraft to include meaningful grassroots change. This, understandably, could be unsettling for a centuries-old institution that moves cautiously, often resistant to change. In essence, while Harry and Meghan continue to forge a new path that marries royalty with real societal engagement, it seems their luminosity might just be a bit too dazzling for some back at the palace. Every tour has its purpose, and the Sussexes seem to have nailed theirs. High-profile royal tours are not just about shaking hands and smiling for the camera. They are complex endeavours designed to foster diplomacy, promote trade, celebrate culture, and support humanitarian efforts. When done right, they can be a powerful tool for diplomacy and cultural exchange. The Sussexes' tour of Nigeria exemplified these objectives. They navigated the delicate dance of diplomacy with grace and ease, connecting with the Nigerian people on a personal level, while also promoting their philanthropic endeavours. Their tour was not about pomp and circumstance, but about genuine connection and mutual respect. They listened, learned and engaged, creating a positive image not only for themselves but also for the institution they once represented. This is significant, especially when contrasted with past royal tours that haven't gone as smoothly. Let's take a trip down memory lane to the not-so-distant past, when the Caribbean tour of 2022, led by Prince William and Kate, was met with criticism. The tour was deemed as tone-deaf and was marred by accusations of racism and colonialism. The difference is clear. On one hand, we have the Sussexes, who approached their tour with humility and respect for the host country and its people. On the other hand, we have a tour that was seen as out of touch and disrespectful, causing diplomatic tension rather than fostering goodwill. The Sussexes have shown that they are not only capable of representing themselves well on the international stage, but they can do it better. They've proven that they can navigate the world of diplomacy with tact and charm, turning potential pitfalls into opportunities for connection and understanding. In this game of diplomacy, it's not about who has the most power or the grandest title. It's about who can connect, understand, and respect the people and cultures they encounter. And in this regard, the Sussexes are playing a winning hand. It's clear, when it comes to diplomacy, the Sussexes are playing a winning hand. Stripped from their royal bindings, Harry and Meghan are flying high on their own terms. Once bound by the stringent expectations and protocols of the British monarchy, Harry and Meghan have embraced a new chapter as private citizens. This transition has not just been about stepping back, it's been about stepping up, particularly in their dedication to humanitarian causes. They have carved out a path that aligns closely with their values, focusing intensely on social impact and community support. The creation of their foundation, Archewell, marked the beginning of this new era. Archewell has not just been a name, but a mission statement. It has facilitated numerous collaborations and initiatives across the globe, with a notable partnership being in Nigeria. This collaboration was not about adding a royal sparkle to proceedings, but about making tangible differences in the lives of those they engaged with. Their projects have ranged from women's empowerment to youth education and digital inclusivity, touching lives in ways that resonate far beyond a simple visit. What sets these efforts apart is their independence from the traditional royal framework. Harry and Meghan's work does not aim to promote British interests or carry the banner of the UK, but focuses on global humanitarianism. This independence allows them to address issues directly, without the diplomatic strings that might otherwise pull them in less focused directions. Their recent tour in Nigeria exemplifies this new approach. It wasn't about diplomatic handshakes or photo opportunities. It was about real engagement, listening to local leaders, participating in community projects, and highlighting issues that matter to the people there. This type of work has a different flavour of sincerity and effectiveness. It's not filtered through the lens of national interests, but through the genuine desire to contribute and make a difference. As private citizens, their mission seems more focused and perhaps more impactful. With all eyes on the Sussexes, what does the future hold for royal tours? As the world continues to evolve, so too does the nature of royal engagements. The Sussexes' recent tour in Nigeria might very well set a new benchmark for what modern royal tours can look like. Their approach, focusing on deep, meaningful interactions rather than just ceremonial appearances, could redefine royal duties globally. Could this be a glimpse into a new era, where royalty are seen more as global humanitarian ambassadors than as mere figures of state? The success of such tours prompts a broader question. How might the royal family adapt their international roles in this rapidly globalizing world? It's possible we may see a shift towards more targeted, impact-driven visits, aligning with global causes and fostering international partnerships. This would not only refresh the traditional image of royalty, but also resonate more profoundly with a global audience that values action and authenticity. Moreover, the role of modern royalty could expand to emphasize more on soft diplomacy. Engaging in cultural exchanges, supporting international development projects, and highlighting social issues might become central themes of future royal tours. This shift could transform royal figures into pivotal players on the global stage, bridging nations and cultures. The times are changing, and perhaps so must the ways of the old guard. What a journey it's been today, diving into the whirlwind tour and its ripples across the pond. From the vibrant success of the Sussexes in Nigeria to the stark contrast of the Windsor's reactions, we've explored the nuances of royal engagements in the modern world. The tour not only highlighted Harry and Meghan's commitment to humanitarian and cultural connections, but also underscored the evolving expectations from royal figures on the global stage. As we reflect on these events, consider the significant role that modern royalty plays in shaping international relations. Their actions resonate far beyond mere ceremonial duties, impacting diplomatic, trade and cultural ties across nations. This discourse invites each of us to ponder the future of royal tours and their potential to foster global goodwill. How do you see the role of today's royals in international affairs? Your insights are invaluable. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Show some love by subscribing and sharing the video. Remember to leave a comment. Thank you. I am your loyal host, Kelly.